Hey now. Ooh. Hey now. All right, there we go. Thought I was muted at first.
Oh, no, you ready to roll?
All right. What's up, you freak bitches? Here we are with another podcast. I'm with my boy right here.
Welcome back to the Gabriel and Marshall podcast.
Yep. It's under construction. It's a working title.
We're just getting by for now.
Yeah, it'll do for now.
Updates and changes will be coming soon.
Boy, do we got some shit to talk about today, dude.
I know it's going to be a long day, but we're going to get it.
We gonna get it. So let's dive right in.
Let's go.
How's your day going today?
Oh, man, it's solid. It started off as Billy Ray's as usual on this lovely Sunday in Channelview, Texas.
Billy Ray's. What time did you get up there?
I got up there around 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? Okay. It's good that you're still keeping it, keeping it going.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm trying to speak a drunk mind because it gives you sober thoughts.
Right. Drunk mind gives you sober thoughts. That way you can be completely honest here in the podcast.
Yeah, I ain't going to try to hide nothing or lie.
Okay. So, man, we have a few things to talk about. I know that we got right now. Currently, the Cowboys are fucking. They're losing.
Yes, sir. It's 23-17, 2:56 left in the fourth.
And for the record, we are not Cowboys fans.
Oh, without a doubt, nowhere near.
I can't stress how much we're not Cowboy fans.
I know I'm not gay, so I wouldn't go for the Cowboys. I don't know if you are.
No, I'm not. But I'm not homophobic either.
I mean, you're not fond of penis, are you?
No. Not currently. No.
Not currently. Okay.
No. So, I mean, why do you think Houston has so many Cowboy fans? Do you think it's because the Oilers left and they had no team in Texas to go for, or?
Nah, Cowboys always been there. You know that, right?
Well, I know the Cowboys always been there, but I'm saying the Oilers left and we didn't have a team for like 7-8 years here in Houston.
They left. I can't remember the year. I know it was around early 90s.
Yeah, I think like 95, I think, and then 2003, 2002 is when the Texans.
01 to 02 seasons, whenever the Texans came aboard. And RIP to David Carr's career with that one. That one didn't turn out very well. Promising good college quarterback, man. Just every time the ball was snapped to him, he had to run for his life. He had about 2 seconds.
So do you blame it on the line or do you blame it on?
No, I just blame it on everybody who was brand new to the team.
Yeah.
Everybody just now starting out with a career. There's no chemistry. There's nothing to go about. And David, like I said, he had 2 seconds and he had to run for his life.
Yeah.
That's why he lead the NFL so long in sacks for so many years.
I think I think he has the most career sacks of all time, if I'm not mistaken. NFL.
I think it might have been knocked off. I forgot who it is.
Oh, somebody else. Okay.
But it's only by like maybe 1 or 2 sacks.
Oh, no shit.
Trust me. David Carr is still up there. It
top
never
three.
really changed.
Top three.
It never really changed. He's going to be number 2.
Right, man. And they just wasted fucking Andre Johnson's career, dude. I mean, they just threw his career down the shithole.
I mean, not really. I wouldn't say that. I know he would have been better off with another team, don't get me wrong, but he is a finalist right now to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he should be, absolutely. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, I think.
Well, this is his first time being on the ballot, and he's already a finalist, so
absolutely,
he's pretty much going to be getting in.
He is
at one point.
Yeah, he's definitely.
If it's not this time, then it's going to be in the next.
He's definitely my favorite Texan of all time, and my favorite wide receiver of all time.
Definitely a favorite Texan. I might have to give it to him. Second is going to be J.J. Watt. Third, DeAndre Hopkins. Fourth, I kind of like Arian. I just didn't like whenever he went to be a vegan. Oh, man, dude. So many issues, so many injuries that could have been avoided. All you had to do was just eat a little bit more protein.
No shit, dude. Fucking, you can't. So do you think it's possible to be successful vegan in the league?
No, man. I feel like you're missing a lot of the nutrients that your body needs there to heal and do the process that it's supposed to do by getting the right proteins in your diet.
Well, you have vegan protein and shit like that.
Yeah, but come on, how effective is that from actually eating what you're supposed to and trying to substitute it with something like that?
Yeah, So he went vegan and then like I think like the first game he tore his ACL or some shit.
He went vegan and he tried to be a rapper too, and that didn't even go well.
Wow, yeah, I remember that. I never heard any of his songs.
I think he produced a couple of tracks, and even recently with Antonio Brown.
Did he really?
Antonio Brown just tried to release a track.
Yeah. But he collabed with Arian Foster.
No, he didn't collab.
Oh,
but I'm just saying that in the same instance that he also went to try to be an artist on this one and made his first track. Didn't work out very well for him either.
Who?
Just like
AB?
Just like his NFL career.
Jesus Christ, pulling no punches today, huh?
Oh man, we're just letting it all out.
Yeah. So what do you think is wrong with that whole situation? I mean, I know you're.
The Antonio Brown situation?
Yeah.
Man, like I said, it's very controversial from each side. There's no factual information that we can actually look at or be able to do a fact check right now. But AB did say he was hurt, supposedly. And Tom Brady kind of pissed me off the way he just did Gronkowski and gave him all that stuff to get the extra $1 million for the incentives.
So what did
AB had the opportunities to get the same incentives, but it just didn't work out in his favor.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't know the specifics of that situation.
So the way it runs is catches, touchdowns, and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was reception, yards, and he needed one touchdown, Antonio Brown, to get $1 million, and they took him out of the game apparently.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
So it had to be during the regular season. It couldn't be during the playoffs.
It had to be done in regular season.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
And that's why in the last game for number 18, Tom Brady stayed in the game to let Gronkowski get his $1 million incentive.
Wow. But so Antonio Brown, if you get injured, you can't get that incentive because you can't
obviously
play.
You can't play.
Right, you can't play. So why is he pissed off at the Bucks or at Tom Brady?
Like I said, it's controversial. There's no real paperwork saying that he was hurt.
Oh, I see.
So we don't know what's true, what's not true.
So everything's just allegedly.
That's why it's a little sensitive subject that I want to talk about because there's no factual information behind it.
I got you.
It's all he said, she said type of deal.
Oh, I got you. But I mean, we can agree he acted like kind of like a child, like a toddler. He acted
because he ran off. What was it in the third quarter? Took his shirt off, went to the back, and basically quit.
Right.
During the game, but he's had that attitude forever, so it's not going to change nothing.
Yeah. But man, dude, he was the fucking best at one point, dude.
Oh man, he was solid with the Steelers. Don't get me wrong.
Steelers, right?
When you start acting like a crybaby and wanting all this extra money, and
but does he really need another $1 million? I mean, would you risk your career for $1 million whenever you're already supposedly injured and you're kind of I don't want to say mentally unstable, but I mean he is kind of mentally unstable.
I think it was I seen something recently. His brother was talking about his brain scans that he might have. Was it CTE? Yeah, but that's still, I said, word of mouth. There's nothing behind it that can actually support it.
Yeah, dude, that's another reason why I'm very hesitant to put my son in football, because I played football, but I quit after before high school. Put it that way.
I think I only played football twice, and I was all pee-wee.
Yeah, exactly. I played from third grade to 8th grade. And eighth grade, I broke my fucking collarbone. But that was before anybody knew anything about CTE. You know what I mean? Nobody knew about that. My fucking coach would tell me, fucking go hit him in the fucking helmet with your helmet as hard as you can. And that's what I would do. But I don't know if CTE is built whenever you're a kid. I think it's more when you're going into high school, because you could really hit somebody hard and knock them out whenever you're in high school.
I think it just occurs over time. You know, so many blows to the head,
right,
and concussions, protocols, and stuff like that. The way it goes,
shit like that, yeah.
And technically, the brain never really does recover from a concussion.
Right. You can only have so many concussions before your brain just says fuck it.
Because really, your brain is only a muscle,
right?
So I mean, you can get a bruise and it's still going to hurt.
Yeah. Have you seen the
Aaron Hernandez trial?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, dude, that was. I can't blame it on the CTE because I feel like part of that was him.
You think so?
Yeah, because he had that shit mindset up since he was in college.
Well, he was also abused. I don't know if he was sexually abused, but I know that his father used to like physically abuse him and like beat the shit out of him, and his brother, and his brother used to beat him up too, or whatever like that. You know,
okay,
allegedly.
but that doesn't make things right.
No, I'm not justifying his actions or anything like that.
That's the thing with today's society. They think just because you grew up getting hit that it's justified for what you do later in life. Just because I got, you know, maybe my ass whooped as a kid too much than what I should have, and I go and kill somebody, that shouldn't justify that I did the right thing, you know? So everybody's in their right mind whenever they get to an adulthood.
So do you think, though, that it'd be like, I don't know, not like temporary insanity, you know, but it's something else like medical where they don't necessarily get life or get the death penalty. They put in a specific program or something like that? Or do you think they deserve the same punishment as somebody who didn't have that type of CTE or trauma to their head?
I just believe in eye for an eye, personally. You take a life, then you have to give a life. That's just the way I feel.
Right. I mean, obviously, there's justified ways to take lives. Like if you're going to war, or if you're, you know, somebody breaks in your house.
But now you're getting off of the
right.
You know, if I just go and shoot somebody for no damn reason,
right.
then I should have no reason to live.
Yeah. I agree with you on a certain level and stuff.
Like I said, it's eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye leaves the world blind, my friend.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, dude. That's a kind of a touchy subject and everything. So I don't know. But yeah. What do you got on Joe Biden? I know that you wanted to bring something up about Joe Biden and.
Oh yeah, man. So I ran across this video earlier today. Apparently it's old
and it went viral.
Yeah, it's going viral right now on TikTok and Facebook, and it says Joe Biden stated, "Should drunk driving be a felony?" And he said, "I do not think so."
Okay.
And the way I feel on that is drunk driving is whenever you get behind that wheel, you should know everything that you're doing. And if you're feeling just a tad bit intoxicated, and not only does it come down to you, it should come down to your bartenders, the people that are also serving you. If you give this man, 10 Jack and Cokes, do you really think he's good enough to get behind the wheel? Or you should ask him, "Hey, I don't want you to leave until you get an Uber," or something like that.
Right.
So as far as it being a felony, yeah, I believe it should.
Think it should be a felony.
Exactly.
And we were talking a little bit earlier. It's like, man, whenever you get a DWI, it's like $10,000 to $20,000
at least.
If you include everything with your lawyer fees and your legal fees and
probation, and the stuff for the
car,
the breathalyzer
for your car and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's not worth it, And we were talking about also. I mean, another thing. Do you think a DUI should be a felony too? Driving under the influence, like not intoxicated necessarily, but driving under the influence, like marijuana or pills.
To be honest with you, as far as marijuana, most people that get pulled over, honestly, about 10 to 15 miles per hour under the speed limit. So,
no shit.
Let's just say I would feel a lot safer on the road with somebody being high, than someone being obliterated drunk behind the damn wheel.
Absolutely.
Because say the speed limit's 50 miles an hour, this drunk dude's doing 75, 80, and the high guy's doing 25 in a 50. Thank you. You're
right.
He's the guy that's waiting at a stop sign, waiting for it to turn green. So I feel a lot better with that one.
No shit, man. So. Man, dude, we live in Texas, obviously, but when do you think they're gonna legalize marijuana for recreational use in Texas? Because I know so many states are doing it. California, Colorado, and I think like Oregon and Washington, and these different states are legalizing marijuana. Which I can't smoke marijuana because of my job, but if I could smoke marijuana, then I definitely would. I think.
Well, that's the thing, though, that you say that if it becomes legal, let's look at it that. All these states that it's still legal in for state-wise, it's illegal federally.
Right.
So a lot of the companies still provide make you do a drug test for marijuana.
Oh, I see.
So that's where it comes into effect where, yeah, you could smoke it, but a lot of jobs still...
It's against their policy.
It's against the policy.
Right. But see, here's the deal, is that whenever I drink... I'm not drinking on the clock. I'm not drinking at work. So whenever I smoke, I think I can... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Whenever I smoke, I think I should be able to... You know, you can never. You know, you can't. Thank you. You know, you can never sneeze just once.
You're allergic to bullshit. I understand.
I'm allergic to bullshit. But why shouldn't I have the right to go home and smoke and then come to work completely sober? You know what I mean?
Just like if you go home and drink.
Exactly.
You know
why? Why can I go home and get, like you said, obliterated, fucking drunk, and then wake up the next morning and go to work? I'm still hungover. You're not gonna be hungover from weed. It's not gonna have that effect. So if you go home and smoke,
it's a lot safer. And I feel like
absolutely.
Not only that, but I know whenever I was younger and I used to smoke, man, I used to eat my ass off.
Right. You used to eat your ass off?
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
I eat my ass, eat her ass, eat everybody's ass. I didn't care what it was.
Yeah.
I just eat ass, period.
You just eating ass left and right.
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
Exactly, dude. Like, so what is the dangers behind fucking smoking, dude? I mean, you're gonna fucking...
You can't overdose.
You cannot overdose.
Don't matter how much you smoke.
Exactly. I tried.
I bet.
Yeah, I've tried, dude. And, dude, I mean, the thing is, what I'm against is that, and another reason why I quit smoking, besides my job, is that it would get me a little bit lazy if you're smoking the indica.
Yeah, dude, it's a body high.
Yeah, you just become like a couch potato. You just sit on the goddamn couch.
That's more of if you had nothing to do that day.
Right. You should smoke.
You should smoke that one.
Right, not the sativa.
Yeah, if you have sativa, you know you can still get your shit done.
Man, dude, I used to fucking smoke the sativa. Start to cleaning. You start to fucking cooking. You start
jamming the music while doing all your shit.
Yeah, dude, I used to go to the gym high.
Yeah,
you're literally lifting weights.
It's all up here.
I'll smoke half the blunt on the way to the gym and then work out and then smoke the other half on the way back. And I'll feel amazing, dude. I'll get a great workout.
It's a badass day.
It's a badass day. You can knock your shit out. Which another thing I was going to bring up is that what I've been doing on the weekends, because I can't do it during the week, is I wake up on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes Friday, wake up, brush your teeth, whatever, and then you make up your bed. Because whenever you wake up and you make up your bed, you already knocking out. You're already accomplishing something. You
accomplished the first task of the day.
The first task of the day. That's exactly. And I'm not sure if it's mental or I'm like kind of like the placebo effect or whatever. But I feel like I'm accomplished already. I'm getting accomplished by just waking up, make up the bed, and then fucking start my day. I know I got to do laundry. I know I got to work out. I know I got to fucking wash the dog. Whatever it is.
You know that test that you brought up is actually the first way to figure out if a person's really lazy. Because if you wake up and if you don't make your bed, it's the one thing that always people like to say.
I'm going to go right back in it.
I'm going to go right back in it at the end of the day. So why would I make it up?
Exactly.
That's a lazy mindset.
Now, there's obviously times.
Let's just talk about if you were to go eat some food, man. And you got to wash out your bowl. Mm-hmm. But if somebody's lazy, I'm just going to use it again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a great example. That's
Come on now.
Yeah, that's a great example.
It's dirty. You're just a dirty person.
Now, there's times where you're running late. You're on a time crunch. You don't, necessarily have time. You might have woken up a little bit late. You don't got time to make up your bed. That's cool. You know what I mean? But whenever you have time, if you got fucking less than 5 minutes it takes, and you just look a lot more neat,
literally,
organized.
all you got to do is take your pillows off, assort your stuff, throw the pillows back on, your day's done.
And I used to be one of those guys you were talking about. I'm just going to go back and lay in my bed. I like it like that. I like it. But it just looks so much more neat. It looks more organized. It just looks better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes the room look better or like more put together than a slob. Dude, I remember I went to somebody's house one time. Fucking dishes stacked up. I'm talking about like, it had to be like weeks worth of dishes. You go in their fucking bathroom to go take a leak or whatever. Towels on the floor.
And you're not talking about it. There's a couple. I'm pretty sure you're talking about like 10 to 12 towels, huh?
Exactly. Just towels, used towels, and you're stepping all on them. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Trying to just take a piss.
Exactly. You're trying to take a fucking piss. You got old Coke cans and beer cans and shit everywhere. And it's like, dude, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, but Jesus Christ, I'm like, dude, you need to fucking pay somebody or take a couple hours and clean this shit up.
I almost a couple hours, dude. It takes literally 15 minutes.
Probably. I almost rolled up my sleeves and started washing dishes right there, dude. But I think that would have been kind of rude, though. Yeah. But I mean, you don't want to do that. And a lot of times it's guys that don't want to do those things. Oh yeah, I'll leave it. I'll let my girl wash the dishes, but that's not right either.
Nah, man. I figured if you dirty it, you clean it. Now, let's come down to this. Now, if I make dinner, I at least like for my significant other to wash the dishes.
So my girl, she cooks, and then I do the dishes.
Yeah, you know, it's a 50-50.
Exactly.
You got to eat, and you didn't have to do anything until she was done cooking, and now you just have to do the end of it.
Correct. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is that a relationship or marriage or whatever, it has to be 50-50. You have to, put in both an equal amount of, effort into your relationship. So
yeah,
and that's why a lot of people are failing in their relationships is because they depend on their. And my girl, and I'm grateful that she does this. From the moment she gets out of bed, she's either cleaning, working out, cooking, getting the kids together, stuff like that. She don't sit down and watch TV. Like this one guy, he was talking about, man, my girl just lays around all the time, and she just don't want to get out of bed, and she don't have no energy. She's late to work, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I mean, like, dude, you need to, tell her, But see, the bad thing about it is whenever I wanted to sit down and watch a movie with her or watch a show with her, she don't want to. She's like, no, I got too much shit to do. I got too much shit on my plate. Yeah, that's the bad side about it.
Yeah, you're like, well, do it later type thing. Let's have, us time now.
Exactly.
I'll help you with it. After,
exactly. She don't see it like that. You know what I mean? And then the moment she hits the bed after, she showered and everything,
she's done.
She hits that bed and she's in like 3-4 minutes, dude. She's out because she's so tired. She's so like, and she works 45 hours a week, too.
Yeah.
On top of being a full-time mom and shit like that.
And cleaning the house, too.
Yeah, and cleaning the goddamn
house.
And
dealing with all your bullshit.
And dealing with all my bullshit. Just dealing with all my bullshit should be enough.
Yeah, that's a full-time job.
That's a full-time, no shit.
I've been having to pick up a fucking part-time doing that shit.
For real. But I'm grateful for her, obviously, So I couldn't do it. I could not do it without her. Put it like that.
Oh yeah, man, without a doubt.
I'm a 29-year-old toddler, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, how many years y'all been together now?
10
big years right there, man. Double digits.
10 years, man. Double digits.
Engaged. It's a long time, dude.
Yeah, long time. 10 years, 2 kids. We got 10 great years. 10 great years, absolutely. Obviously, you have your ups and downs.
Yeah, but you accomplished a lot together.
Yeah.
More than you would have done by yourself.
Absolutely. I don't know where the fuck I would be if I didn't have her. And vice versa. I don't know where she would be without me.
Yeah, it was a missing link.
Yeah. I think that she needs someone to also take care of, and that's why I try to
be the big baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, but anyways, dude. So we kind of got off the rail a little bit, Speaking of kids and stuff like that, Drake.
Oh man, he don't want no kids.
Why? What is it?
After his one, he's done.
What is all Drake doing?
Man, after he had his little one, what's his name? My bed or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Something weird.
Is it? No. That was fake.
Something weird.
Because he said, I only love my bed and my mama. Remember?
Yeah, but, man. I don't know.
In my bed.
I just never something stupid.
I don't know.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, the little albino baby. the little Steph Curry.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the baby mama, wasn't she like a porn star?
I think she's an ex-porn star. And she's not even hot.
She's not even fine.
She's not even hot.
I wouldn't jerk it to her at all.
I've never seen her.
I wouldn't jerk it.
I don't watch porn, but if I did, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't either. What Drake? You could do a lot better than that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. As long as you're not Kanye, I think you're doing pretty well. Because Kanye done lost his girl to Pete Davidson, and he's giving us ugliest people a chance.
Exactly.
Fucking Kim K is dating Pete. I know I have a chance with anything.
Absolutely, dude. And Pete Davidson has been around the block.
Dude, he's been slanging that hog. Slanging that rod.
He has a hog, allegedly.
Yeah, he's slinging that fucking stallion all over the place.
Ariana Grande fucking made up the big dick energy. He has big dick energy, So he was with Kate Beckinsale, Ariana Grande. Now he's with Kim Kardashian. I think he was with, I don't know, for some other fucking actress or singer or something like that, dude. I mean, he's getting it in.
Hell yeah. But I want to go back to this Drake thing.
Yeah, right.
I was talking to you about it earlier. Whenever he put hot sauce on his condom Because he believed that it would kill the sperm.
Right.
And supposedly it burned her on their insides or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Some fucked up ass shit.
So they had sex.
Yes.
He went to the bathroom or whatever, took off his condom, threw it in the trash, and put hot sauce inside where the sperm was at. And then...
I know the exact story of how everything laid out.
And then he left. Then she went and grabbed the condom. I guess she tried to turkey baste herself with the condom. She got the hot sauce and the sperm, and it was like burning her twat or something like that. Yeah. But she deserves that, dude.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a fucking sneaky ass person like that,
that should be definitely like a felony.
Yeah.
If she would have got pregnant, and kept it.
Yeah. So she would just be a single mom, I guess.
See, like we talked about last week, is I'm pro-life, but if I wear a condom and a woman impregnates herself with my leftovers from a condom,
yeah,
I shouldn't have to keep that baby because I never intended.
I know, but you should just let it go on its own. Yeah, it's yours, whatever, but doesn't mean
I shouldn't have to take care of them.
I mean, no, you would have no obligation to.
I shouldn't have no obligation to at all. I should have to pay child support. I shouldn't have to, But see, the thing is, if I have a kid running out there with my DNA, I would want that. You're gonna
feel obligated.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Even if I didn't intend on the baby being born.
Yeah. I can see that.
I
would do the same thing. Don't get me wrong.
I would sue the shit out that girl.
But I would make sure that what I do for my support for the kid is the only thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to be paying the child support, none of that kind of bullshit.
Exactly, dude. But even if you don't pay child support, even being there for your kid is going to cost you thousands of dollars a year.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're making millions of dollars. You're
Drake. No. I'm talking about, I'm talking about those regular guys, though. If you're Drake, it doesn't matter. You make $1 million a day probably or something like that. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, you're just bullshitting, getting by.
Yeah. But, dude,
also, I seen that with what the story is going on, he posted something on Instagram that
like a cryptic
I'll let
message.
you have your 15 minutes of fame. I'm gonna keep the other 23 hours and 45 minutes. So he basically almost blatantly admitted to that.
So this girl, she went out there like on social media, and she how do they know that it burned? Did she go out there and say it? I
don't know the background to that. I just know the information's out there. I don't know where it started, but I know it's out there, and it's the most talked about subject across with 97.9 The Box and everybody. It's been a long going subject all week.
Yeah, dude, that she deserves jail time. I mean, if she would have actually went through and got pregnant, then she definitely deserves jail time because that is absolutely she's crazy. First of all, trying to do that, but I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, she's fucking Drake.
Oh yeah, dude.
I bet you Drake fucks a lot of bitches.
Drake can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I think Drake's the greatest rapper of all time.
Oh no.
I think he is, dude. Nobody has more hits than him. He has more slaps than the Beatles.
Oh come on! Stop trying to quote his stuff now.
He does though.
You might as well give that man some top.
He does.
Top that man up already.
No sir. But he definitely is the greatest of all time.
No. I still got to give it. I don't know. I have a big top 10 list.
Oh, yeah.
Drake's in it. But as far as number one, man, I really don't have a number one. I really don't.
So who's your top 5?
Number one, I have to go with Wayne. 2, Scarface.
Ooh, Scarface.
3 is going to have to be Pac.
Okay. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at Pac. I wouldn't be mad at Pac if Pac was your number 1.
Pac is going to be definitely number 3. Number...
Has to be Drake.
No, he's not in the top 5.
He's not in your top 5?
No,
man. Now you're just bullshitting yourself.
So number 4, man...
Eminem?
No, it's going to be a tie between either...
Jay-Z.
UGK.
UGK's in your...
I'm going to have to put UGK there and Bone Thugs at the tie at 4.
Oh, okay.
And then 5, I got to put a tie with Biggie or Nas.
Really?
Man, like I said, my top 5 is a very hard squeeze, man.
Yeah. Hard squeeze.
Hard squeeze.
Well, let me give you my quick top 5. Mine is Drake is number 1. Number 2, I would probably I'll give it to Eminem. Number 3, I'm gonna go Wayne. Number 4, I'll go Pac. And number 5, I'll go me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't hear your shit.
Number 5, I'll go K Reno.
You're the reason why kids go deaf.
I'll go K Reno number 5 because I love K Reno. He's my top. He's my number 1 lyricist of all time. But as far as complete rapper, I'll go number 5 K Reno. People who never heard of him, Google K Reno. You will not be sorry.
You probably will be sorry, but
he is.
Y'all can talk about that on the next podcast about how sorry that shit was.
K Reno is the GOAT.
So, what's the next thing you got for me?
Man, well, I got some shit written down, but... Oh, you know what I want to talk about, dude? Okay, so what do you think... Put it this way, okay. Do you think women deserve equal pay as men?
It depends on what you talk about with that. So, there's a split between the labor side and the non-labor side. Mm-hmm. Non-labor side, yes. You know... Ain't gonna lie, a lot of women are smarter than men. They use their brain more effective than what we do. But as far as the labor side goes, and you know, we're talking about pipe fitting and riggers, welders, construction. You know, big ordeals where dangerous shit happens. I would think that's where the men can take the cake on that.
Right. But as far as nurses and
and
pharmacists,
women got that all day.
Exactly. Cooks
or accounting.
You know, accounting, even accounting, you know, real estate, cosmetics, stuff like that. Yeah.
Like, I feel like
strippers.
Women are best with their money than what we are.
Just being so offensive. Like, a big topic with, last year was the WNBA versus the NBA pay gap. I think the average WNBA player gets about 400 grand, and the average NBA player is like 10 million or something like that.
I'll put it this way. When's the last time you went to a WNBA game?
The last time was never, and I never will go to a WNBA, and I'll never watch a WNBA game.
I put it this way: will you ever buy a WNBA jersey?
Like for fun, like to be funny and stuff. You mean?
No, I'm talking about just one that you would wear proudly.
You mean one that I would wear as a gag?
No.
I don't understand the question.
Just like I don't understand the WNBA.
Right. I would rather buy an Aaron Hernandez jersey than a WNBA jersey.
I can see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would rather buy a jersey, a fake jersey from an NBA jersey.
I'd rather start rocking the FUBU jerseys again before I rock a WNBA. I'll put it that way.
I'd rather buy a P. Miller jersey than the WNBA jersey. I'd rather buy a ticket to go see JoJo Siwa rather than a ticket to go see the WNBA game.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever go to a WNBA game.
No, me neither. And that is why that the pay gap, because they don't have the revenue.
Audience.
They don't have the audience. They don't have the revenue. I mean, what's the average attendance for a WNBA game?
I don't think is negative a number.
They just have the coaches there and like the parents or something like that.
Probably not even.
Like, I don't even know why they added WNBA to NBA 2K22. Like,
I didn't even know that was added.
They did. These fucking liberals, dude. They're fucking liberals. Everybody, I mean, these people, they believe in equal pay and all this.
We can't ever have something good.
Exactly, dude. That's why I stopped watching sports, because it got too political, dude. I watch sports to get my mind off of the bullshit that's going on in the world. And then whenever you start bringing in politics and
man, dude, I used to get mad about the same thing. I'm like, look, dude, y'all are paid to play the game. Y'all are not paid to put y'all's political views and aspects and stuff.
Absolutely.
Do that on your own time.
Absolutely.
Don't do that on the field.
No shit, dude. Do that in your do it on social media. I don't give a shit. Who cares?
Yeah.
You can do the fuck you want, but don't do it during the game. I don't agree with that.
I'm there to watch the game. I'm not there to see your social and political views.
It was like I think it was Bill Burr. I think he was he made a joke. He was on like Conan O'Brien. He's like, imagine going to the movie theater to watch some movie, and then halfway through the movie, somebody stood up and said, "Let's all take a moment of silence for suicide awareness." Everybody, let's talk about suicide. This and you know what I mean. Like it has nothing to do with the fucking movie.
Exactly.
Like you're going to watch the Avengers and somebody just says, "Okay."
I'm not there for all that.
Exactly. Me neither, dude. But no, not to sound sexist or anything. But another thing that would help the WNBA, lower the rim so they can fucking dunk.
Oh yeah, dude, that would be pretty fun.
That would, right? You want to see girls dunk? I mean, that's
honestly, that wouldn't even change my aspect of
I wouldn't
viewing
watch it. Absolutely not. I would look at the highlights.
But for whoever does watch it, I think it would be more fun for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the people that are actually keeping the WNBA alive, and whoever you are, I hope you don't watch anything else.
You remember that movie Joanna Man?
No.
You remember Joanna Man?
No.
It was this guy who he used to play for the NBA, but he got blackballed for whatever reason. I forgot what's the actor's name. He got blackballed from the NBA, so he dressed up like a chick and started and basically got recruited and played for the WNBA. He was like doing everybody up. He was like so much better than all the women playing in the WNBA. And it was with fake boobs and he had makeup on and fake hair. And it's funny. It's the closest thing I've ever gotten to watch the actual NBA was watching that movie, Joanna. It's a comedy. It's fucking hilarious. But we're not too far away from trans people going to play for the WNBA.
Shit, speaking of makeup and like that, I still remember seeing Dennis Rodman out there the way he used to be. All the weird piercings
that might have
and
inspired the movie.
And shit.
But Dennis Rodman was a fucking beast.
Oh, no. He was probably...
The best rebounder.
He is the best defensive player that's been in the NBA.
Probably.
Hands down.
Probably.
I give it to him. He was unstoppable.
Absolutely. On the boards and blocks and shit like that. Yeah.
But he was also one of the dirtiest players to play the game.
And he's another cuckoo.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he was crazy as shit. Remember he went over there to North Korea to go over there to see Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. I don't know how. That's so random, right?
It happened.
It happened. And he dressed up in a wedding dress.
I don't remember what he did.
Yeah, he put a wedding dress on because he wanted to marry himself.
But I just remember seeing something, and it was talked about. You know, it was during a rough time where the U.S. was having problems with North Korea.
And he went over there to.
I don't know. He was trying to just like get it to chill out or what, but it was definitely funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
And it was very fucking random.
That's like what's his name? James Franco in that movie.
Oh, whenever they made the interview. Whenever they were fucking Kim Jong-un was like drinking margaritas and listening to Katy Perry. Hey man, that's my favorite part, dude. You have a problem with that. You think it's gay.
I don't think it's gay.
Ain't nothing wrong with drinking margaritas and listening to Katy
Perry. I drank margaritas with you.
Yeah, we drank margaritas and listened to Katy Perry.
We had a flight.
I still remember fireworks. Like it was yesterday when it first came out.
It was great.
It's still my favorite song. My ringtone actually right now.
No, dude, but yeah, that's so crazy and random that Dennis Rodman would do something like that. I mean, I don't know.
It's a little bit off of the board, but you know, to each its own.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is, man. That's what we got. Okay, now for some a sad topic. Rest in peace to Bob Saget. He was definitely a pillar in American television. I think.
Yes.
He was a pioneer. I mean, he's one of the greatest on-screen dads of all time, you know, from Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos. And he just seemed like a really cool, nice guy, like a really funny guy. I know there's some, I haven't read what's the controversy going around with him right now, but I know that he was a great on-screen guy. And everything I've seen from him, he's always been hilarious.
Oh, yeah, man. Like I said, he was a childhood father. You know, for everybody in Full House. He was also America's Funniest Home Videos host for so many years. And, you know, he made his little jokes here and there between that. He was always a funny guy. I think he maybe had a couple stand-ups. Never watched them, but...
I watched one of his specials. It was on, I'm not sure if it was on HBO or something like that. And he would just throw F-bombs left and right. And it was the first time me ever seeing him besides... Exactly. And I was blown away, but he was... freaking hilarious, dude. He was so fucking hilarious.
It's just something that you don't see all the time.
You don't see all the time, especially from him. I mean, like I said, the Full House dad and America's Funniest Home Videos. And you said he was also the narrator.
He narrated How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Is that a good show?
You never watched it? Oh, man, dude. Neil Patrick Harris is my favorite character in there.
Is he?
Yes, dude. There was one, my favorite episode. And so he went to this girl's house or whatever. And he forgot his suit. He had to run out naked. I forgot what happened. So here he is running down the street butt naked. and he always wore nothing but expensive suits in the show. And he wound up running across this little store, and outside it was nothing but clearance suits, all cheap suits. And he was looking through it, and he was looking at the price tags. He was like, "Oh, fuck this!" And he ran. He's like, "I'm not gonna buy a cheap suit."
I never watched that show, dude. I never watched that show. But who do you think would be your top pick if you had to pick for your a TV dad that you would want to be your dad in real life?
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, why?
Man, because
That's a good one.
He came in as a father in Will's life when he didn't have to. Mm-hmm. And he just showed him how to be a man.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's some things that you have to take in gratitude for that he wasn't given that. He was, you know, brought into it where he had no choice other than give this man a father.
Yeah.
And
rest in peace.
What was one
James
of
Avery.
the last episodes? Whenever his father tried to actually come back into his life.
Yeah.
And
he was like, "I gotta run."
Oh
like,
yeah, he was
left
promising him all this and all that, and he was like, "Hey, that trip, you know, we gotta put it on hold. I gotta go do this or whatever."
And Will was gonna leave Uncle Phil, and Uncle
To
Phil
go
was,
be with his
and Uncle
actual
Phil was
dad.
like, "Hey man, watch out for this guy." He was like trying to tell Will. Uncle Phil was trying to tell Will, like, "Hey man, you need to watch out. He's
you know, look, I've always been here.
he's kind of a piece of shit."
Yeah, this is the guy I've been trying to protect you from.
Exactly.
And he's like, "I understand you want to meet your dad, but know what you're getting yourself into." And just like, you know, Uncle Phil said, he got him too emotionally involved with it, and it wound up coming back to bite him in the ass.
He was kind of like a stepfather for Will because, you know, I don't even think Uncle Phil was his blood uncle. I think it was Vivian was his mom's sister.
Yes.
Right.
Uncle Phil, it wasn't blood.
Yeah, he was married in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show, you know, sometimes water runs a little bit thicker than blood.
And man, dude, that reminds me of that J. Cole song. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Oh yeah.
And then later on he says, I want that real love, that Jada and that Will love, which we know how that went. That was before all the shit came out. J. Cole didn't know about.
I mean, who did
the entanglement?
Who did Jada cheat on Will with?
Some fucking singer or rapper,
R&B guy, right?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
She banged him, and
she got her cheeks clapped. She went back, and you know, and she's still trying to get her cheeks clapped by other men, and
yeah, dude. I could never take back a girl if she got her cheeks clapped by somebody else. I couldn't do it because once they're gonna do it, they're gonna keep getting their cheeks clapped. And then I think Will Smith was like, he went on like a binge, a sex binge. He was just busting left and right into anything. I think he fucked anything that moved. And then he went and he said on this interview, he was like, sex made me nauseous. It got to the point where I would be nauseous having sex because I would have so much sex with all these different random women. Like, God damn.
I don't think I'd have that issue.
You don't think so? You don't think
That's a lot of fucking.
It's a lot of fucking, dude. It's a lot of fucking. Imagine how many nuts he busted and just.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he's nutless. He's probably shooting blanks.
Yeah, but he's about 50 years old. I mean, he looks great for his age, but I mean, he's probably.
Oh shit, but dude, my dad had me at 52 and a half. I'm pretty sure he can still have one floating around.
Yeah. One or two little swimmers. That
I know Will can still have one floating somewhere in that stomach.
Yeah. Plus, he's in great shape. You know what I mean? I think he takes care of himself really good. So
yeah, he doesn't look like shit, and he always does really well for all of his roles in his movies.
Yeah.
You know, he'll go on diets or whatever, change everything just to be able to play the roles for whatever he does.
That's another thing that came out like a week or two ago is that Aisha Curry and Steph Curry allegedly had an open relationship. And I was like, I was taken apart whenever Jada Pinkett Smith, whenever she put her business out there. Like, I mean,
oh yeah, dude, she let fucking the door open.
Exactly,
and
like, dude,
Pandora's box was open.
And I think she broke the news to Will on live television.
You think so?
Why would you do that? I think she did, because remember, she was telling him, and he was like sitting there with teary-eyed, and he was like, okay. And you could tell he wanted to choke that fucking bitch.
I don't think he would, though.
He was like, oh, it was an entanglement. What the fuck does that mean, entanglement? His dick got entangled.
Are you supposed to just give him a fucking like just a pass?
Yeah, exactly. It was an entanglement, dude.
You know, sorry, this dude's dick accidentally slipped inside me.
It got entangled inside me.
Yeah, you know, that's bullshit. You know, it's like me going and tripping and falling in some pussy, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying it didn't happen, but
yeah, it's happened before. But yeah, dude, as far as Steph Curry and Aisha Curry, like, god damn, dude. Then this is alleged. And then Aisha Curry went and supposedly set the record straight. Like, don't disrespect my marriage like that. But I mean, why would you want? I wonder how that rumor even got brought up. You know what I mean?
Because I want the same exact answer that you're looking for.
Because they look like a perfect family. You know, they got
you know, you see the interviews with him and his daughter, and then the family going out, and I think Aisha Curry opened a restaurant here in Houston at one point.
It didn't do good, right?
No, because I forgot what bullshit she was doing on social media, or whatever, and everybody wound up giving it bad reviews, and nobody wanted to go. Really? She was doing some type of bullshit before it opened.
I don't know.
Something social media wise.
Yeah, plus
it pissed off pretty much everybody.
I mean, I heard she's a great cook and stuff like that, but you know,
I don't know. Fucking Stephen Curry looking a little thin.
Yeah, well, he's always looking like in great shape. So
except for James Harden before he went to Brooklyn, he looked like he can lay off with the fucking Whoppers and the fucking.
The thing is with James Harden is he would after games and before games.
I just couldn't believe that he would go out and party all fucking night,
go to the strip clubs,
and wake up the next day and go drop 40 fucking plus points with the Houston Rockets, and then go and do it again.
Hey, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, dude. Imagine though if he applied like that Kobe or that Michael.
Dude, if he would have applied that talent back whenever you had Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, all of them over in OKC, shit, that was an unstoppable team if you look at it now.
I forgot who gave this interview. It was like Michael Jordan. He was playing golf with somebody. I forgot who the fuck it was, dude. It was I think it was either a baseball player or a quarterback, I think. And they were playing golf, 18 holes, right?
Yeah.
And they were drinking. I think he was drinking like Coors Light. I think like Michael Jordan was drinking, and they were smoking cigars. And then and he was like, Michael Jordan bet him basically. He was like, hey, I bet you that I'm gonna drop 30 tonight. And like they bet money on it. And he was like, man, you're not gonna drop 30. And Jordan ended up losing in golf, but he was like, and he was like halfway fucking drunk too. He was like smoking cigars and shit like that. And then he went and dropped like 40 points that night after he'd been drinking all day and playing fucking golf and smoking cigars all goddamn day. I mean, that just shows you what kind of.
Speaking of that, golf, drinking, and smoking. Oh man, I can't think of his name. John Daly. You know about John Daly? He's a PGA golfer, dude. Craziest golfer you ever see. The last time I seen him play was the PGA with the father and son tour. And John Daly and his son wind up beating what's his name? Tiger Woods
and his son.
They beat them out for first place.
Who's Daly? Is he professional?
He's a
Okay.
He's a professional. He's not the best. Don't get me wrong, but he's super fucking funny, dude. Like he's crazy, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
He gets drunk every night, has fucking fun. Like during the PGA tour. He was sitting there walking around smoking cigarettes while he was golfing.
No
and
shit.
He would hand it off to his caddy and be like, here, hold this. And then smack the shit out the ball and go back to smoking another cigarette.
Are you serious, dude?
Like, he is the definition of I don't give a fuck.
Have you ever played golf?
Oh, yeah, dude. I played golf throughout high school, and I still play it here and there now.
Dude. We should go, dude.
It's pretty fun, man. It definitely, you could pass a lot of time doing it.
I got a set of clothes, man. We
can kill about 4 hours.
With me, yeah, definitely, because I fucking suck. So it takes me 4 hours just to get through 18 holes. By myself.
It takes you that long to get through 18 holes?
Just about, dude. Last time I went, I think I hit like a fucking 110.
It takes me 4 hours to get done with one hole.
Shit.
And then I go to the next hole.
Yeah, because you're fucking...
But it usually takes about a week before I can find another one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on that Tiger Woods golf plan.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about
I know what you're talking about,
I put my balls in every hole that I can find.
Yeah, I hear you. What's the score on the... You got to get... All right. All right. Sorry, guys. We just took a quick break. All right. What do we got next on the...
What's next on the agenda?
One thing I did want to bring up is that real quick. I mean, I don't want to spend too much on this. But what do you think about Jake Paul and his boxing career? I don't know if you've been keeping up with him and his feud going with Dana White and shit like that. And he thinks that UFC fighters deserve more, which I agree. The UFC fighters deserve more pay because you know how the NBA and NFL and MLB, the players almost get like 50% of the oh crap. Sorry. I'm gonna put that on silent. You know how the NFL and the NBA and everything is the players get 50% and the organization gets 50% pretty much. Where the UFC fighters get like 10%, 15%. So you can go fight somebody for 25 minutes and get paid 60, 70 grand. And the UFC's making millions per pay-per-view and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think the fighters do deserve more money than what they're getting paid now.
Oh, without a doubt, they deserve more money.
And Jake Paul last year, he was the highest paid athlete under 25 years old. He made $40 million last year in 3 fights.
Okay, but look at the reason behind it. Look at the people that he brought up there with him. Think they're not gonna want to watch that? He had what was it?
Tyron Woodley twice,
and was it Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson was the year before.
Oh, was the year before? No.
Ben Askren. Ben Askren was the guy. Hang on one second. All right. Sorry, guys. Last interruption. Sorry, guys. Okay. I forgot what we're talking about. Go ahead and...
Oh, we're talking about the UFC on how they should be paid
Absolutely.
more.
Absolutely. But, man, so he knocked out Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley twice. He made $40 million, and he also gave Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley the biggest payday of their lives, which is crazy because it's their first boxing matches, and they've been UFC champ. Well, Ben Askren was a Bellator champion, and Tyron Woodley was a UFC champion multiple times, like 4 or 5 times. He defended his belt.
Yeah,
and they were not getting paid as much for boxing a YouTuber.
Yeah, but that YouTuber has a bigger audience.
He does.
Well, he attracted more from his shit talking.
I don't know how, because he sold 65,000 pay-per-views. And Tyron Woodley
it's his shit talking. People come there to see Paul get his ass rocked. But at the same time, I feel like he's paying these people to lose.
But I wonder how they get more money, how he pays them and he gets paid more money whenever he only brings in 65,000 pay-per-view sales. And the UFC is 2, 3, 4, 500,000 pay-per-view sales. I mean, I know they have way more fighters fighting that night, so they got to pay everybody. They got to pay, the broadcasters and, but they get so much money from the fucking sponsors, from the ticket sales, from the pay-per-view buys, the UFC Fight Pass, ESPN is paying them, Venom is paying them, Monster, Modelo. I mean, they're getting so fucking much money, dude.
I don't know. I feel like we need to go and look at a pay breakdown over both sides.
Like an itemization.
Itemization on both sides of the fight. So we got to look at one with, was it Jake Paul? Mm-hmm. And look on the other side with the most current UFC fight and way that was itemized and distributed to what fighter got what percent and how much went to these people and stuff like that. Maybe we could... I don't think we can do that public on record, but maybe...
I don't think they'll release that. I don't think they would. I don't think the UFC. I don't think Dana White wants to release that. The UFC does not want to release that because it's bad for business.
Yeah.
But Dana White has went on the record saying any UFC fighter can tell y'all how much they get paid. We're not gonna put their salaries out there, how much we're paying them. But if they want to tell you how much they get paid, they can go right ahead. Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champion, he's fighting this weekend. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that fight.
Is it here in Houston?
No.
I know there's supposed to be a UFC fight coming up here in Houston soon.
But that's Derek Lewis. He's gonna headline, I think, next month, February. But this weekend coming up is gonna be Francis Ngannou. He's the UFC heavyweight champion. He's getting paid $500,000 for this fight. And if you go to boxing, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they got like 30 million. So do the math. That's like what, 60 times how much the UFC heavyweight champion's getting paid? 60 times more they're getting paid in boxing.
Yeah, and you pretty much can get beat to shit in the UFC.
Yeah, you can. I mean, either sport you can get beat to shit.
Yeah, but boxing's a little bit more safety than what UFC is.
I agree and I disagree because boxing is you take a lot of blows to the head, and like we discussed.
So what do
earlier,
you do in UFC? Except for you can use your legs and you can break somebody's arm.
Exactly. You can get submitted. You can get kicked. You can get kicked to the body, kicked to the legs, stuff like that.
You can break a lot of shit.
I think
in UFC compared to the boxing,
but I think the UFC is safer. And I could be wrong.
I don't know about that one.
The UFC is safer because in boxing, like I said, you take a lot of blows, you get a lot of concussions. Whenever you spar, a lot of times you either go to the body or the head. In the UFC, you could take them down, beat up their body, you can kick their legs, you can grab their arm, and guess what? You don't have to break your arm because you could do this. You could tap. If you feel like you're not gonna get out of the submission, tap out, dude. A lot of times, I used to take jiu-jitsu class. I got tapped out so many fucking times, but guess what? I'm not gonna let nobody break my arm or break my leg. I'm not gonna let somebody choke me unconscious.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that's you doing a spar. These are people going for their title. This is for to make their name. This is a lot of money on the line.
Whenever you're in jiu-jitsu class, whenever they call it rolling, whenever you're doing jiu-jitsu on the ground, you can go 100% and you don't get injured as much. Now, whenever you're striking, you don't ever go 100% because you can get seriously hurt. But whenever you're doing jiu-jitsu, you can pretty much go 100%, if not really close to it, because you could tap out and you can also feel whenever you're about to break somebody's arm. You don't want to crank their arm whenever you're just rolling on the ground.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot safer though. I could be wrong. Like I said, they're both sports. I'm a bigger fan of right now of UFC.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the UFC to me is more entertaining than the boxing aspect.
Mm-hmm. It's an actual fight.
To me, it's more of a street fight type deal.
It's okay. UFC is fighting because you can use all your weapons, elbows, knees.
Yeah, it's actual fighting.
It's actual fighting.
Boxing is boxing.
Boxing is just punching. You know what I mean?
That's really all it is.
It's the sport of punching, which I love boxing. Don't get me wrong. I grew up watching Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather. I love boxing. Don't get me wrong. Canelo, I still watch all of his fights to this day. Tyson Fury, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sport. But that's what it is. It's a sport, and it's a very limited sport. You know what I mean? It's my opinion, though.
Speaking of sports, man, did you happen to watch any of the NFL this weekend?
No, please enlighten me, because you're the football guy.
Bengals versus Raiders. Mm-hmm. Badass game. Joe Burrow did fucking amazing. Derek Carr, not gonna lie, he tried, just couldn't get there, man. Burrow was over it. Plus, Burrow's got Jamar Chase, the number one rookie offensive player this season. I think it was a couple weeks ago or so that Jamar Chase wound up putting up 286 reception yards in a single game.
286 receiving yards?
One game
by
himself.
I bet his fantasy numbers were through the roof, I bet.
Not that, but I'm excited for Joe Burrow. Like the last time that the Bengals have won a playoff game was in 1991.
I wasn't even born.
Yeah. You're talking about 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
And in his, first season, I believe, and he's able to take them to the playoffs.
That's crazy, dude.
And since we're talking about first time people going to the playoffs, let's talk about Jalen Hurts, man. That was amazing. I want to congratulate Jalen Hurts. If you can give him a round of applause, please. He may have brought his team to the playoffs. Unfortunately, he did lose today, but he lost to the GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. 7 rings.
What was the score?
Oh, man, I can't remember the score right off the top of my head.
It was bad,
not
though.
pretty.
It was a blowout?
It was pretty damn bad. I think it was, 31-14? No, it was like 31-15.
Damn.
But
did Jalen Hurts do good, though?
But he did okay, The Eagles didn't score until the fourth quarter. Other than that, it was like 24-0.
They didn't score until the fourth quarter?
Yeah, they were zeroed out all the way till the fourth quarter.
Holy hell.
Yeah, so they didn't have a lot of options there, but let's congratulate Jalen Hurts with that.
Absolutely.
He finally took took to the Eagles to the playoffs, and the last time they went was in 2017 when they won the Super Bowl. And this is only Jalen's second year in the NFL.
It's a huge accomplishment. I mean, anybody
It's the first of many.
He should be very proud. I mean, I hope the kid. I mean, obviously, I know he's going to do great things, but I hope he goes a long way and has a long career because, like
healthy career.
A long, healthy career, and doesn't depend too much on his running.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's going to really hurt him. But he is getting better at his passing game. He's really focusing on that a lot more. I was really scared whenever he started last year. He was more of the running quarterback. This year, he's getting more comfortable throwing, staying in the pocket, not just running out to where it can hurt himself. Because you've seen it back in the day with RG3 ruined his career.
Absolutely.
Off of running out of the pocket.
Yeah,
I think out of his whole football career, I think he had 3 torn ACLs, 2 in the NFL, 1 in college.
Oh shit, 3 torn ACLs.
He's pretty, that's why he got washed up with that one. He didn't do so well. And then
Cam Newton.
He had Cam Newton, Andrew Luck. Man, he would stay in the pocket and just get beat to shit every time. He was playing.
He could easily
he retired because he got hurt so much.
Yeah.
And he played that season that he retired. He had broken ribs, lacerated kidneys, something else. Man, he was beaten.
Holy shit.
His whole body just could not keep up. So that's why he retired.
Yeah, dude. That is a very dangerous sport. I think football might be the most dangerous sport. And
like they say, if you were to get hit by a lineman, anybody going full blast at you, and you're talking 250 plus pounds, it's equivalent to almost a car wreck.
Yeah, because I can imagine, because if you go fight in boxing or UFC, you might have 2-3 fights a year, and these guys go out there 16 games a year, 17,
and getting fucking
not including the playoffs
every game,
and then you got your training camp and shit like that, practice, and you get beat the shit in practice. So you feel like you've been in a fight every week.
Pretty much.
For 16 weeks in a row, 17 weeks in a row.
That's why the NFL season doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
You got to give them a lot of rest time. And then Dallas Cowboys wind up losing today to the 49ers.
That's what we like to hear.
Oh, man.
Dallas
I was so damn happy.
Why do you think we hate Dallas so much? I can tell you my reason.
Because they're not Houston.
My reason is the fans. The fans are so goddamn annoying, dude.
Every one of them. I have not met a humble, good talking Cowboys fan.
Absolutely.
And they think Texans fans and everybody else talk shit, but literally they talk the most shit, but have nothing to back it up. Like, I feel bad for them. The last time they won a Super Bowl or been to the Super Bowl, they got to watch that shit on VHS tapes.
But you know what they're gonna say? At least they got a ring, rings.
Yeah,
at least they have, that's the.
But if you really,
hang on, sorry.
But if you really want to talk shit about the Dallas Cowboys, there's one thing that I really want to point out right now, is that since 1996, the Houston Texans have won more playoff games than the Dallas Cowboys.
Man, let's give it up for the Texans. we since 1996.
Since 1996. But
and
the
we
Texans
weren't
only came out
in 2003.
2001, 2002.
Yep, absolutely. So that shows you right there. We won more playoff games than they have.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they made it to the playoffs this year, but they didn't win no games.
No, they made it to the first week and then now they're going to sit on the couch like me and you and go watch the rest of the games.
Yeah, I mean, it's depressing whenever you got a sorry-ass team like the Texans. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Texans.
You know what's sad is that they gave them so much hope just to knock all of their fan base right back down. They were, 12-5 going into the playoffs?
What the Cowboys were?
Looking amazing and got blown out today. I mean, they didn't get blown out, don't get me wrong. They lost by 1 score. But still, they lost to the 49ers, which is a lower seed.
Wow. So who do you got in the Super Bowl?
For the NFC, I'm going Buccaneers. As far as AFC, it's tied for me. I'm going to have to go with Buffalo Bills or Kansas City Chiefs.
So do you think it might be a repeat?
possible, but Buffalo Bills blew the shit out of the Patriots yesterday. Terribly. 47-17.
So who went? Damn. And so who wins out of the Bills and the Bucks?
Oh man, it's all gonna depend on that day. Because even I'm looking at Tennessee still has a chance too. The AFC is really getting good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, they had the first round bye, and then they get Derrick Henry back. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen there.
It's heating up.
Oh yeah, it's getting real serious around here now.
Okay. Well, hope, man. I don't know. Tom Brady doesn't need another ring, but if I were to bet, hang on. All right, sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Daddy duty calls, So, but we'll be back next week to talk about a lot more different shit.
Yeah, we'll be back next Sunday, and we'll talk more about sports. See who's been kicked out. See what's going on. Who's been eliminated. See what's going on this week. Hopefully, we don't get another celebrity death. It's been real crazy starting off this new year with
Betty White,
now Bob Saget, which is all going downhill right in the beginning. So
that's how it started at the beginning of the pandemic. Kobe Bryant.
Oh, dude, still hurts.
Yeah, to me that was the biggest, the saddest, the celebrity death for me of all time. I mean, I'm not trying to categorize, so who's more important than who, but to me that really hurt whenever Kobe.
That one hurt me the most just because his daughter was there.
Yeah, that too. That's what I'm saying. That all the factors and dude, yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Bob Saget, Betty White, and everybody else. All the other fallen greats out there.
Yeah,
so they were some of the greatest in their respective fields.
Yes, in their fields.
So I want to thank you for being here again, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for the chili.
Oh, no problem, bro.
And it was really good. Some of the best chili, probably the best chili I've ever had in my life, to be honest.
Man, dude, I try to cook sometimes.
Yeah. Last week was the stew, now it's the chili. Man, dude, it's really amazing stuff you got there. So appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay, any final thoughts?
No, man. I think it's about time to sign off. We'll pick back up on subjects for next week.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody that's watching this, if you have any ideas or things that you want to point out, things that you like to see change, things could be different,
better,
any ideas, don't pay no mind to what we do and what we talk shit about. Just go ahead and drop it down, and we'll take a look at it and see what we can do about it.
Absolutely. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good things, and help your boy out, man. Help your boys out.
Definitely.
Share.
We're going to be trying to open up our platforms a little bit further soon. So let your friends know about it, share it, and see what we can do from there.
We hope you all enjoyed the podcast.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Peace out. Beep, bye.